Boker Tov, good morning. Shalom, shalom, everyone. Hope everybody's having an awesome and blessed high Sabbath for those who started Sukkot last night. And for those who are getting ready to enter in tonight, what a awesome way to finish out I love Yah's feasts. 7 of them. 7 feasts. Sure beats that two pagan holidays of Christmas and Easter. It's like the church is really missing out, you know. They really are missing out on the true excitement of what it is to follow Yah's Torah and keep his Moedim and stuff. Man, it was so just, because Sukkot usually, depending on where you live, it's usually chilly weather. You might get some rain, might even get some snowflakes. And this year, we were praying hard this year that Yah would bless us with great weather. So far, so good, man. It's just been the perfect temperature at night and during the day. So we're praying for it to keep going, because this will be, so far, this is going to be the best Sukkot yet. And what a blessing to for our last Sukkot here in America before we leave for Israel. So so I hope you guys are just really being blessed right now, and hope you all are having an awesome time and are getting ready to enter into that feast of celebration. May you guys just be really blessed. Shalom, Shane, Nancy, Robert, anybody else that's on here. Good morning to you guys. All right, so day 61, Psalm 61. Let me get my old man glasses here. All right. Now this one's short. Man, these never realized how many of these psalms are really short until you just really go through and do something like this with them. I mean, I've read them all, but it's just funny. All right, so hear my cry, O Yah, attend to my prayer. From the end of the earth I will cry to you when my heart is overwhelmed. Lead me to the rock that is higher than I, for you have been a shelter for me, a strong tower from the enemy. I will abide in your tabernacle forever. I will trust in the shelter of your wings. For you, O Yah, have heard my vows. You have given me the heritage of those who fear your name. You will prolong the king's life, his years as many generations. He shall abide before Yehovah forever. Oh, prepare mercy and truth, which may preserve him. So I will sing praise to your name forever, that I may daily perform my vows. You know, it's just a promise of Yah's protection over us, you know. And it's his promise to watch over us and bless us. And it's, it's a prayer David gives us here, a prayer of hope, that he has been our shelter. And when you really think about that, how much was Yah our shelter when we were lost, that brought us to where we are today? You know, I think about the times in my life. I know of probably 6 times in my life I should have died. I should be dead. I shouldn't have survived. I shouldn't have lived through something. And, and how many times Yah delivered me? How many times he saved my life, or he healed me when I was about to die? There was one time I got so sick that I knew I was going to die. I lost 30 pounds in 2 weeks. And the night that I knew I was dying, it's just, I don't know how to describe it, but if you ever have experienced near death, some people, they just know I'm not going to see tomorrow morning. And for me, that was that night. And, but from the prayer and everything, I felt Yah take me out of death's hands. And, what we have here is, for you have been my shelter for me, a strong tower from the enemy. That means he has lifted us up above our enemies and the enemy of enemies, Hasatan. He's lifted us up above them to where he really has to work at trying to get at us. The only time it's easy for Satan to get at us is if it's by our own doing. Yes, Yah allows us to be tested and stuff like that, but Yah doesn't allow Satan to just come in and destroy us. If he destroys us, it's because of it's our fault. It's always our fault. Because if we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, then Yah's doing what he promises to do. And like I quote all the time and will never stop doing, he says it. If you will heed my voice and obey my covenant, then you will be a special treasure unto me above all people. And Mishpachah, that's what we're doing here. I look around the camp and man, we're really blessed because we're right on the front range of the Rocky Mountains. So our tent and everything and our sukkah all faces the mountains. We get up in the morning and we got nothing but mountains in front of us. And then to the back of us, we got all this beautiful open field to the east of us. And you sit here and you ponder on what it must have been like for Israel in the wilderness, going through the Sinai and coming up through Saudi Arabia and all of the area that they went through, all of that. And the mountains and terrain and the beauty of it all. And they lived in these tents. They lived in their tents. They lived with the tabernacle for 40 years. Imagine that. We get excited about 8 days of camping, but man, this was a 40-year camp fest. and they sit there and they're in this stuff eternally. They're all with it. And this is the experience that we have that they had. This is the experience that we have that they had. You know what I'm saying? Yehovah, he brought them out there. He brought them to clean them and everything else. And Sukkot is almost like something like that too. Sukkot cleans us and purifies us and everything. All right. Well, that was my wife and our assistant pastor Anthony Avalos and our elder Robert. Yeah. So, this is, can you imagine, those of Israel, that was awesome. Those of Israel who were close to each other, man. This is when you're really in the body of Messiah and everything. We grow close to each other. We're united. We're knitted together like Jonathan and David were. Said that they were knitted together at the soul. That's what we're supposed to be. That's what we are supposed to be, Mishpachah. And Yeshua is that. He's that 3-chord strand. He's that center strand. He's that one that knits us together, sews us together in him, amen. And what a joyous time. I would have loved to have been there at that time, to be in the wilderness like that and watch miracle after miracle, to get up every morning, not having to go and think, okay, I need to go make myself breakfast or something, but to get up in the morning, step outside my tent, and the ground is covered with manna. Could you imagine that? To go and the ground is covered in manna, and you go and you gather enough for your household that day, and you go and make it, prepare it, whatever it is that they would do to eat it, or maybe they just ate it right off the ground, And then, when they needed meat, of course, whining about it, Yah gave them quail up through their eyeballs. It just, people stand waiting for a flock of quail or something to fly over, and they're hunting, and they shoot one down, Can you imagine seeing this massive flock of quail, probably darkened out the sky, coming across the sky and drop? Pow! Yah just drops them. And they got quail. They got meat. They probably taste like chicken. I'm just so, this is just so amazing. In this chapter, Mishpachah, it just shows Yah's got us. All we got to do is listen. All we got to do is obey. And, you know, may this Sukkot be a celebration of that obedience for you. Whether it's your first, whether it's your 10th, 20th, may this Sukkot be that for you. May you ponder on what it really means to keep the Moedim. To sit there and be a part of this and realize, man, how special is this? And Mishpachah, I remind you, Deuteronomy 23:14. He says that I may walk through your camp and find nothing unclean, so that I don't turn away from you. Walking through your camp, your King, your Messiah, walking through your camp, like a taste of what it must have been like for Adam and Eve when Yah walked with them in the garden. Or Enoch, where it said that Yah walked with Enoch daily. This is an opportunity. It's so hard to feel or notice that Yah walks with us. It's more by faith on a daily basis, because we work and everything that we do on a grind, on a daily grind. I mean, we're so occupied. But the Sukkot, especially if you're able to be off the whole time, but regardless, you know, you got the first and last day off, and we're able to, and this is iced coffee, by the way. Man, my eyes are bloodshot. I got sunburned yesterday. Took me 3 hours to build the sukkah with everybody's help. You know, our daily grind. But here in Sukkot, he walks with us. He's with us. He's right here. So be sure to pull up a chair for Yeshua today or tomorrow, whenever if your Sukkot starts tomorrow or tonight at sundown. Be sure to pull up an empty chair for him, Mishpachah. Let him come sit with you. Because there ain't nothing like it. It's just a taste. It's just a taste of what we have to look forward to, Mishpachah. When we get to sit with Yeshua in person. All of us, brothers and sisters. All of us. No more division. No more anything. No more Satan coming against our families. We get to sit and Yeshua be right there, and we get to sit next to him. And I can only imagine what it must have been like to be the disciple that Yeshua loved, it says, at the Last Supper, where he laid his head on Yeshua's shoulder. Can you imagine getting to lay your head on the shoulder of the one who died for you, who gave everything up for you, all leading to this celebration? Could you imagine? What a glorious moment that would be to get to do that. So Mishpachah, as you celebrate Sukkot, man, celebrate what it means. Celebrate that time with your King before you go back to the grind of your life. Celebrate, enjoy every second you can, soak it up like a sponge, get everything you can out of it, Mishpachah. and enjoy your Messiah. So may you be blessed. I love y'all. Have a blessed and awesome day. And if not today, we'll see you tomorrow for the next Psalm reading. Shabbat Shalom for those who are in Sukkot now. Shabbat Shalom. And Shabbat Shalom for those getting ready to enter into it. I love you all. Shalom, shalom.